Hey everybody, it's Michelle here. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. And in today's video, I will be going through my September 30th budget, which will cover all of my expenses from October the 1st to October the 14th. If you're new here, then you don't know this, but I get paid twice a month, so on a bi-monthly basis. And so I am going to set up my October budget as well as my September budget for the final day of September. Now, let me just say this. I've actually already set up my October budget. I decided to be aggressive and taking the advice of someone to go through and do my budget for the rest of the year. Now, these are estimates, and I am always off when it comes to estimates, but not too much. So starting with this here, I'm opening up my September budget. It has been a messy month with categorizing, but for the most part, I have stayed on budget. I did stray a bit off this month at the end of September, but you know, again, it's a work in progress. So going to, let's see, this is September 14th, sorry. Okay, so for September the 30th, I've already inputted my income, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate it all up. I didn't total it because I know that I'm off. My paycheck was $2,244.60. I was completely off. I thought it would be $2,286. It's not a huge difference. I was a little bit over in my forecasted budget for what I get from She Media, which is, it was $241.78 versus $239.57. Etsy, I got an extra $3 and change. Hey, Amazon, I got an extra 27 cents. So I'm close in my totals, but let me add it all up. And I finally got me a calculator here. And let me tell you, I typically, with calculators, am the worst. I usually use my phone, but I know that it's really better to use the calculator because I mistype on my phone at times. But let me just add up my income. So 241.78 plus 2244.6 plus 14.91 plus 14.27 equals 2,000. So my income is $2,515.56. So I'm going to take that, put it here, 2515.56. Okay, so since I am a zero-based budgeter, I do count my cents. I know some people like to round up, but I find that whenever I round up, I get completely confused. Anyway, sidebar, my nails. Some of you may be like, why is she rocking yellow nails in the fall? Well, let me just say, I won a giveaway from Ayla and Mila, and it was a bunch of summer colors, and I really thought these were pretty, so I decided to rock it. I don't care what time of the year it is. I'm rocking this spring, summery looking polish. But anyway, let's not get distracted. So my income's $2,515.56. I thought it would be $2,549.82. So when I deduct that, 2549.82 equals, I'm only off by $34.26. That's not terrible. It does affect how I decide to lay some things out. So for example, I thought I would have $200.69 left over. I do not. So for my tithe, now normally you would look at this and go, okay, tithes is 10% of the income total. However, if you notice over here next to where I said put Amex, which is my paycheck, I actually made $2,334.60 versus the $2,244. And that's because I have money come out of my account that goes into my savings account automatically with Ally Bank. So I have to count that amount to figure in the tithe, and I don't think I did that last paycheck, so I want to make sure that I do that. So once I count that in and I add up my others and I take 10%, my tithe is actually $260. So $260 for the tithe. My rent always stays the same, $1,881.66. This is going to seem weird, but I'll explain later. Keto Coach, it's typically $100, but right now I'm putting $1, and that's because I realized when I was totaling things that I didn't have enough. So I have to pay my Keto Coach, but when I come over here and I figure in my son's Social Security income, I am taking the balance from there, as well as my auto loan payment with Vibrant Credit Union. So these could have technically been on the same page, but because it came through separately, I figured I'll just write it out separately. So that's why it says $1 and then $99. Tom, this is a subscription, $27.22. Butcher Box is my meat subscription for $163. That's the same. Netflix is always the same, $17.99. And HP is my ink subscription for $3.26. So when I add all of this up, really my totals are exactly the same except for a $5 difference in the tithe. So since I already totaled up the bill totals as estimates and I was only off $5, I'm just going to take and add the $5 to this. So $2,349.13. Oops. 2349.13 plus another $5 equals $2,354.13. So 2,354.13. Okay, so once I take that and I deduct it from the income, I have left $161.43. So as you can see, this is very far off from the $200.69 that I thought I was going to have. But anyway, carry it over. My actual is $161.43. And with that $161.43, I have to actually filter in some things here. So I'm not going to stuff any of my envelopes. I typically stuff envelopes with my paycheck that I don't pay rent. But I do take some of the income and I fund my sinking funds, which I use Capital, the app, to do so. So I'm going to bring this amount down. There's no envelopes, so the leftover amount is the same as the start. And then I'm going to bring it down here, 161.43. Today I am using an erasable pen because I make a lot of mistakes. Okay, so what I'm going to start doing, instead of just writing capital and the amount, I'm going to write capital, but then I'm going to write down the actual sinking funds that I'm going to be funding along with the amount. Even though this is digital, I still want to be able to look back and see it easily. So what I'm doing here is I'm funding under my capital for sinking funds holidays, and this is just holidays in general, $20, which is going to be my actual. When I talk about holidays, I'm not talking about Christmas presents, and I'm not talking about you know, like Valentine's Day or anything. I'm really talking about, you know, having food to buy for the holidays. So this is just money I'm putting towards what I'm going to spend on food, because I do have a Christmas sinking fund with my credit union. Next up, I need to put $14 towards taxes. Tax time is coming, and it's coming quickly. And all I really pay is the accountant, which happens to be my husband's cousin. So really all we do is we pay for him. I never typically owe taxes. The next thing I'm going to fund is auto maintenance. Now this right here, guys, is a big one. It's a good thing they send you notices about when your registration is due. My registration is due. And so I'm going to put $87 towards that, and tell me I'm not running out of ink. Gosh darn, I'm running out of ink. I do have refills though, so I'm gonna see if I can keep going. Nope, I cannot keep going. I am out of ink. Okay, let me refill this pen. Okay, I'm back and I'm all inked up. So, okay, like I was saying, $87 for auto maintenance. So that is very, very important. Then I'm going to add, for my subscriptions, $38 to that. So that's for my subscriptions. And when I add all of this up, it should equal $161.43. Because I did kind of do the mock budget in advance, this is not going to take me as long. So 20 plus 14 plus 87 plus 38 equals 159. So this is $159 right here. And I have some change left over. So when I deduct that, it's 161.43. I am left with $2.43. And you know what? What am I going to do with $2.43? Absolutely nothing. So, because this is digital and it's easy to work it through, and I need more money towards holidays and taxes, I'm just going to add that $2.43 to the holidays. So this will be probably for Thanksgiving dinner, but whatever. $22.43 is what I'm putting there. We are not going to have any money left over. It doesn't make sense. And you know what they say, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So now I can say this is 22.43 plus 14 plus 87 plus 38 equals $161.43. 61.43 leaves us with 0. We've zeroed this out, and this is for my capital account. Now, my sinking funds, I actually need more money than this, but things are really, really, really tight. Hence the DIY manicure, DIY my hair, all sorts of things like that. I'm actually going to leave a link down in the description box below for ways that you can save money in case you missed that video. I am definitely implementing all of the tips because my budget is so tight. I have barely any money to, you know, stuff envelopes and do sinking funds and pay off extra debt. I just make my regular payments, 0 towards debt, nothing left over, everything is 0. And then when we come down here to income, it's pretty like self-explanatory. So I'm zeroed out, zero-based budget. So this was really simple. Like, I did go through, like I said, and figure out these numbers in advance, and it greatly helped me because I was able to kind of figure out some things and not have to scramble. Now when I go ahead to what my son earned, this was exactly $552.34. It always the same every month, small amount. I'm using most of it to pay for our handicap van, $453.04, and then the $99 for my keto coaching brings me down to $552.04, leaving 30 cents behind. Oh, look at that, crunched. Anyway, the 30 cents is actual, so it is what it is. What I'm going to do is let that 30 cents sit in my subscribe and save, which is mostly for my son's toiletries and, you know, some household products. But this is what it is. I'm just filling in the numbers for, you know, tracking's sake. It's not like I'm dealing with big amounts, but, you know, 0, 0, 0, 0. One day I hope to have enough money to put towards extra debt and extra savings, but for the time being, this is what I'm working with. That's it for September. I am going to close out my budget on September. My closeout gets a little bit messy, so I'm still learning this process and being able to track. Like, as you can see, I highlighted my categories, but I haven't finished doing that, so I'm going to do that today, and then I will go through and I will do my year-end wrap-up on my Where Did My Money Go page. My categories are here. I just have to figure out how much I spent, the percentage of my budget that it was, and do my monthly budget category breakdown, as well as my spending comparison. Being that this takes me a while to do, and I'm really very new to this system, I just started in August, I'm not going to show this on camera. If you are interested in seeing it, what I will do is I will complete it, and then I can come back and explain what I did, because I think that's a little bit, you know, better. I don't want to waste time. So I'm going to put September aside and show you what I've done for October. October's budget is already set. So here I already put in all of my bills that are and when they're going to be due on the monthly spread. Haven't figured out a goal for this month yet because again my money is so tight right now. My only goal is really to just stay on budget. So I don't have any extra goals for my budget right now. I figured out my October budget. I did my my estimates. And as you can see, what's really interesting here, you see where I did some scratch outs. It was a good thing that I actually did do this budget because I realized once I did the 1014 budget and then I did the 1021 budget, I was going to be short again. I am going to be short. Unless by some act of God, the amounts, you know, change and I get some like big bonus or something, I just know that I didn't have enough, so I had to like finagle. So that's the good part of being able to like see your budget way in advance and knowing that you might have to make some tweaks and you know, do some things like with the groceries and savings bingo. I just have a lot going on that I need to take care of. But yeah, I've done October. October's is filled out. All I have to do now is when October arrives, track all of my spending, track everything down to the penny, and make sure that I stay in budget. So that is it for this budget for the month of, well, not for the whole month, but for October the 1st through the 14th with money from September 30th. I'm always paying the next two bills based on what I made the previous month. The goal is to pay all of my bills a month ahead. And I am going to probably be able to implement that in January when I get my annual bonus, but we will see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. God bless you.